Towards the end of this island, that section, there is kind of like a rubbish patch, which that's the place where they dump their rubbish. It's quite sad. It's not only in Maldives, in small islands like this. It's true also in other nations like Kiribati, Tuvalu. I've seen that there. In Kiribati, it's actually really quite devastating. They are in a cage next to the shore, as well as in Tuvalu. These are the small islands in the Pacific, the South Pacific primarily. I was in Kiribati. It was actually, yeah, that was 2 years ago, same time as now. I also had my New Year in Kiribati. I think that was a couple of years ago, 2018, 2019. And then I was in Tuvalu 2 summers ago. And I've seen they do have part of the island where they dump the rubbish. I think it's understandable because there's no way for them to get rid of the rubbish. But how I wish is that there is a regular cleaning or emptying of the big massive garbage patch. This is another accommodation, the Oceana Garden. Pretty, isn't it? They do have a restaurant as well. And this is what I'm talking about. In this section, you will see rubbish. See the smoke there? It's kind of smoky mountain in the Philippines. But this one is not as a mountain. Oh, look at that. It's just right next to the ocean. And right in front of this, on the other side, is a mosque. Place of worship. Maldives is an Islam nation, as a matter of fact, it's strictly Islam. You can't be a Maldivian citizen not unless you are a Muslim. Oh, let's look at the rubbish there. Oh man, the garbage patch. That's right next to the ocean. Nah, pretty sad, isn't it? There's it's caged, by the way, but even though, that's why the tourist area is on the other side. This is the filthy side of the island. The eco eye there. Anyway, it's the rubbish. Oh, we human beings, we are the great destructors of this environment. We just need to do our part. Alright, that's another view of the mosque. There's a playground here. I walked here quite a few times, and this is the first time I've seen young people playing, or young adults I'd say, because it's the best time to go outside. It's not really hot. Now it's getting a little bit warmer. That's a power plant. And the tower. Oh, by the way, it's internet here is amazing. Really amazing. So I was I was able to upload videos, as a matter of fact. So at least one video a day, unlike in other places I've been. The internet is like total, but they do have. I'm using a SIM card in my mobile device. So I'm using a SIM card. I got 30 gigs so far. I only consume, I believe, 25 gigs. I should have bought the 15 gigs only, but that's okay. So there you go. They're playing basketball? No, soccer. Yeah, there is a soccer. There's another soccer field on the other side. We're going past by that. This is a government building, Maafushi Operations Center. flag. I'm sorry, the not the Maldives flag. Bicycle. I miss my half ride. Oh. There you go. This is a cemetery. You ever wonder where they placed the cadaver? Right here. Every island when people exist or leave, of course, there's a cemetery. That's the end of the island. Let's take some time to walk, and that's a cemetery. Let's go this area. So now I am on the eastern side of the island. Morning. Eastern side. There's the sun was rising this morning. The sun rose at 6:13. So this is one of the widest road here on the eastern side, and let's go back. And that's the prison. That's the mosque. Some kind of orientation here. The mosque, and right in front of the mosque is kind of like their garbage patch. And this is a pond. And this is the eastern side of the island. Look at how low the island is. Very low. So Maldives is one of the nations that is being threatened by the global climate challenge. Although I see rubbish sporadically, I've seen people recapturing plastics and turning it into a planter like that. That's amazing. You gotta do this well. That's a coconut. Yeah, and as I said, the only unsafe situation you may experience here when a coconut hits your head. Brilliant sun. I've been walking for 27.51 seconds since I started the video. Pretty good exercise, huh? And the lovely weather as well. Lovely. To get here in Maldives is quite daunting. As a matter of fact, with this pandemic, you gotta have 96 hours negative RT-PCR COVID tests, and that will be the airline, the Turkish airline checked that, and you have to go online 24 hours before and update your personal records, your health declaration before you board on the plane. And then upon arrival, of course, so they check your COVID. Should be negative RT-PCR. Antigen or those rapid tests are not acceptable. By the way, so here is Donis. This is a typical Maldivian boat. I've seen one of this actual boat, as a matter of fact, not a replica like this in Malay. It's really amazing to see while perusing the ocean. So this is another Ili. That's a local street. I can go through that street and cut through this section, and I'm able to get to the school. But anyway, let me go back here where I started. Yeah, so as I was talking about the entry requirement at this time, it's pretty rigorous, 96 hours. The good thing is that they bump it up from a 3-day to a 4-day. And then upon living in Maldives, whether your nation, the nation you are heading to when you're departing Maldives require COVID test or not, you gotta have the 72-hour COVID test, RT-PCR. That's why actually tomorrow I'm leaving the island. I'm going back to the main island in Malay, and morning I will have another RT-PCR COVID testing because I can't leave this island without the testing. It's a requirement. It's getting a requirement. That's the western side of the island. Oh, pretty amazing. Look at the brilliance. Once again, have a look at the level of the water and the livable lawn. This is I think that's a guest house. There's an interesting spot here. Oh, look at this. Love this one. The capturing we're using. Here's a nice, very optimistic quote. Happiness comes in waves. And there's a sea here again. Lovely, isn't it? Yes, so COVID testing is now becoming a requirement. So this is another hotel, the Lana. How I wish I got that hotel. Didn't know that because it's really fronting the ocean. My hotel's pretty good as a matter of fact. It's a 2-year-old hotel. It's a boutique hotel. Love it. The only thing is that it's pretty close to the tourist area. It tends to be crowded. But this is away from the tourist area. You are together with the serenity of the nature. That's a restaurant. This is a great resting spot. It's a great resting spot. See how it is made? It's made up of this one is made up of metal, and you can sit there and it contours to your body. So I am reaching the spot where I started videotaping, as a matter of fact. So 32 minutes getting around the island, one full loop. So my camera has a timer, so I can see that. So these were the ladies who were bathing a while ago there while capturing a video. So these are local people. This local beach. This is where they had the New Year celebration on this side. Looks like there's a construction going on here. This is the best spot to snorkel, to swim. Short swimmer not allowed, local area. Oh, the battery is still cooperating. I left the room with about 50% battery in my phone. Oh yeah. It's amazing wind. Love it. It was quite raining yesterday when I left the hotel to walk around the island. Okay, it looks like a cemetery. No, it's not. Again, it's these are kind of like picnic tables. There's a lot of crows. Be careful with the crow because when you sat down, it was gonna steal your food. Also the best spot is snorkel. The wave is in the chocolate flag because of the weather. That's another island within the Kaafu Atoll. But it's about 6 kilometers. Used to be there is a public passenger ferry before it is covered, but now there is it's non-existent. If you want to reach the island, you have to go back to the hotel. They'll tell you what to do. The coral. This is the northern part. Okay, I'm trying to orient myself. I know where my east and the west, but now I'm on the northern part. So, the eastern part of the island is where the prison is. So this is the North Shore. North Shore. Okay, I gotta remember that. So the tourist area is in the northwest. Right, so this is the North Shore. North Shore. This is where the tourist area is on the west side. So it's northwest because this is the eastern side where the sunrise happens. So this is more public here. These are picnic tables. There's a slab of solid rock. So every now and then I see some sandbags. Protection from possible floods, and erosion is one of the biggest problem here in Maldives in general. That's why it's the islands. There are now islands that are inhabitable because of the rising of the water, of the sea level of the water. So according to the information I got this morning, the sea level rise here in the Maldives is about 3 millimeters per year. If we're going to think about this 3 millimeters, it's pretty minute, but we're thinking about thinking millions of years here, and we don't feel it though because we are not here, but the people here, they do. Yeah, in fact, there is now an island that is a man-made island in Malay area, in Malay, and which when I return tomorrow to Malay, I still have 2 more days there. I will explore that artificial island. So this is where I started video tagging, where I witnessed the sunrise. The ladies are still there. And let's check the time. It's 39 minutes and 7 seconds. So with non-stop and walking around the island, close to the shore, without going to a small narrow street, it's about 40 minutes. And then I'm going to enter one of the narrow streets to be at the middle of the island, Bye.